right, now I want to first start this whole video off by thanking every person that playtests the very first playtest, and know that 0.0.0.2 is on its way. We're finishing up everything. This one is going to be the horror experience. Now, there are so many enemies we added in. Of course, all their abilities and everything that aren't really going to be fully there. We're going to add like a little bit of Dark Souls when it comes to some of the enemies and stuff like that. What I mean by that, Dark Souls is like these guys are going to have unpredictable attacks and stuff like that, where you're going to have to dodge some of these things, area attacks and all that stuff like that. So we are working. We're adding some horror aspects where it actually can affect PvP and PvE as well. So some of the jump scares that actually would happen to you inside of the game could affect you if you're like running away from a PvP battle and run into a building. A jump scare will happen. Just basically, I can't give too much away. I want you guys to test it out for me inside this playtest that's coming up. But just know that jump scares can actually affect your character when it comes to fear and stuff like that. And it can actually cause you to lose a gun battle or whatever the case may be, or if you're running away from one of the creatures or the enemies inside of the map, and if you run into the wrong building and a jump scare happens, and it can affect you. So it's not going to be like jump scares like Five Nights at Freddy's when it comes to your screen. It's not going to be like that, but you guys will see. I want you guys to see for yourself. So as you guys can see, we basically took a lot of the feedback that you guys gave and fixed everything, but we wanted to make it more casual for the casual gamers, even though it's still hardcore as hell, but we still wanted to make it casual where even casual gamers can actually come and play the game, right, and have fun. We wanted to also give a meaning for the person that doesn't want to do PvP or doesn't want to go out there and always just want to do the same gameplay loop of going raid, then bringing stuff back to your hideout or abandoned buildings and stuff like that, which we'll get into that in a second. So what do we add? So we're going to be adding jobs. So right now what's in there right now is 3 jobs, but I'm going to add 3 more in there now. And this should be in the next play test, so you guys will see it. So the ones that you have now, you have blacksmithing, you have mining, and you have lumberjacking. Now, I will explain why we're going down this route, the way we're going around it, because of the economy, and it gives people the reason to keep playing the game. And it gives meaning to every item that you collect inside of the world. So the ones that we are adding in the future, which actually be this week probably, is construction, construction architect, and and I forgot the other one. I had to look at it. It's 3 more. It's 3 more. I know construction, architect, and they all actually work with each other too. Like everything that we add, and then is the last one where you can already sell drugs, but you had to find them. But now you can actually be an alchemist and make drugs. So yeah, I think drug dealing is the last one. Crafting is a huge part of this game now. Crafting is extremely huge inside of this game. And the reason why is because that's how the economy works. For example, let's go into it. Let's go into the jobs. So for the mining company, where basically you hire somebody, they go out there and mine, break the rocks. That's something that some people just don't want to do, right? They break the rocks, they take the rocks, they sell it to the mining company they work for, and then you guys are able to make your income doing that as well, right? And then those rocks can either be sold to hidden studios, so we can take out every month we take out resources from the game, so keep the balance inside of the economy. Sometimes we will have events where we won't take any items, so that's gonna be pretty cool. So that would like crash the prices of certain things. It's based how we're gonna balance. So we get into that in the future, but and this all happens with this system that we have here. So going back into what I was saying though, so you sell my items to the mining company can either sell to us directly and earn tokens from selling to us directly, or they can keep the economy going and sell those or gold, copper, whatever the person that mined for the company can now sell those items to another company, which could be construction, and or it could be, depending on what type of items it is, could be to the weaponsmith, right? So, well, the blacksmith, because weaponsmith and blacksmith is two different. That's two different companies, right? So, and now the blacksmith can now forge melee weapons, and then the weaponsmith that they forge guns, which we'll get into that. So, the blacksmith is a new business. So the blacksmiths forge melee weapons and stuff like that. And then now the melee weapon stores can now gain those items now due to the blacksmith forging the weapons. So without the mining people mining their stuff, the blacksmith company won't be able to basically make any of their stuff. And if that's not possible, then the melee weapon store won't be able to make their basically their cells. So it's basically work all together, and it goes to the lumbers where and it even goes back into the mining company. I'll get into that in a second because even this tie together. The lumber company goes into the furniture. So now furniture stores won't be able to sell their stuff because the people who do cutting won't be able to sell to the people who make the furniture pieces, and then the people that make the furniture won't be able to sell to the furniture stores, if that makes sense to you guys. Hopefully this is all coming together for you guys. And then it goes back into the mining, where the mining company can't sell stones and stuff like that to construction companies, because the construction companies then turn those stones into concrete, then sell the concrete to another, just basically to the furniture company again, that basically creates upgrades to the basically the furniture that can be built and stuff like that. So it's a lot. I actually would put in it's actually a lot. It's like a web, right? It's like a complete web how the economy all ties into each other. Like everything, somebody has to be doing something for somebody else to be doing something for somebody else to be doing something, and somebody else to be. So literally the whole game has to be working for each other for the economy to work, just like in real world. So that's pretty thing. So somebody has to be doing something. So there can't always be people PvPing. There has to be casual players, and which is why we made the game like this, because we wanted to make it where some people don't always want to be fighting each other, right? Some people just want to be hanging out, gardening, fishing, and stuff like that, which is coming. Gardening is actually farming and stuff like that. Gardening, all that stuff is in the game already. That stuff is in the game. Fishing is on its way. So people want to do that type of stuff like that, and fishing and gardening and all that type of stuff like that. That all works with the economy. So these things have to be happening, and it's also will keep people from griefing and stuff like that. You still have those type of people, but we got the police AI, and we have player police officers as well to basically stop griefing. It won't stop griefing, but you get the point, you know. Also, when you die, you actually lose progress in your character too. So that also will make people choose if they want to grief or not. So that's the thing. So you don't always want the police officers to be killing you. Then you lose your not only you lose your equipment, but you lose your experience that you've gained. So you won't lose all your experience, but you lose some of your experience. You don't want to lose that. So that's the basic combat griefing and stuff like that. But the griefers should know, well, I won't be able to buy ammo if the weaponsmiths can't make ammo, if that makes sense, you know. So somebody has to be out there, which again, it even goes into the PvP, because the PvP people have to go out there and get scrap metal and all that type of stuff like that to bring it back to all ties together. So people has to be doing things, right? Everybody has to be doing something. PvP have a reason to be doing what they're doing. The people that's fishing, mining, cutting trees, doing all this stuff that's doing, people that's living, doing this stuff, the casino, all that type of stuff like that, which all this stuff is coming, is all everything literally ties with each other. I will have a web of just show you how everything ties together, and you guys will love every moment of it. I really am shocked that you guys still, I think it's 2 weeks to show you the gameplay loop of the concept of how basically the PvP and the PvE side works. So now this side will show you the quality of life and how that stuff. This is what this is about. So now you guys kept playing it. And it was like you kept playing the gameplay loop with that side. So now we're going to open it up and show you one side, and then vehicles actually into. I added the vehicles as well, and then we're going to do a little more of the vehicles side as well too. So I'm really excited that you guys love the playtest version 0.0.01, and that was very, very early. And you guys see now, it's still very, very, very early, but and as you see, it's getting bigger and bigger and better and better and better and better. I thank you guys for watching, and I see you inside of the game because we're actually getting ready for multiplayer. All right, so see you in there.